Trump was always very cordial and very kind to me, and I just want to say that I admire his extraordinary achievement in becoming the president now, and I like him, and I've always liked him. I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting. I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
Listen carefully to what you just heard. Ghislaine Maxwell, a convicted Epstein accomplice, suddenly describing Donald Trump as a gentleman in all respects. That's not testimony. That's marketing. Because here's the thing. People don't talk like that under oath unless they're trying to send a message. And the message isn't to the public. It's to Trump himself. Praise him. Protect him. Say you never saw anything. Because in Trump world, loyalty isn't about truth. It's about rewards. This woman helped facilitate one of the most notorious abuse operations in modern history. And instead of remorse, instead of accountability, she's carefully choosing her words like she's negotiating her future. That should alarm everyone. And ask yourself this. Why would a convicted criminal go out of her way to flatter a sitting president unless she believed it might buy her something? Because Trump has made it very clear, if you defend him, if you flatter him, if you stay quiet, he takes care of you. And we already know how this works. Praise Trump, protect Trump, and suddenly your legal problems start getting easier.
You kowtow to him, you praise him, you cover for him in any way you need to. She hasn't gotten a pardon, but she has gotten transferred to a much, much more comfortable prison situation. So she's clearly playing that game.
This is the part people need to understand. Trump doesn't run on law. He runs on loyalty. And the pardon game isn't a conspiracy theory. We've watched it happen in real time. People who lie for him get pardons. People who protect him get favors. People who stay silent get rewarded. And look at the pattern here. Maxwell hasn't gotten a pardon yet, but she has been transferred to a more comfortable prison. That's not random. That's leverage. That's someone signaling, I'm useful. This isn't justice. This is transactional politics at its most dangerous. Because when criminals believe praising the president is a legal strategy, the rule of law collapses. And it doesn't stop with Maxwell. It sends a message to everyone else connected to Epstein. Don't talk. Don't testify. Don't tell the truth. Just run out the clock and protect the powerful. And while all of this is happening, while people play these games, there's a much bigger problem most Americans aren't even being told about. Oh, and by the way, they're admitting millions of Epstein files are still missing. When lawmakers will get their first chance to review the unredacted versions of the 3 million recently released Epstein files. This might be the most important part of the entire story. They admit there are 6 million Epstein-related files, and only 3 million have been released. That means half the evidence is still hidden. So ask the obvious question. Missing from who? Missing for what reason? And missing to protect whom? Because evidence doesn't just disappear by accident, especially not at this scale. Every missing document represents a name, a connection, a transaction, or a flight log someone doesn't want public. Transparency isn't a radical demand. It's the bare minimum when crimes like this were enabled for decades by wealth and political power. And when the government drags its feet, it tells you the truth without saying it out loud. Releasing everything would be inconvenient for the wrong people. And notice who never seems bothered by that. Trump never demands full transparency. He never pushes for total disclosure. Because chaos and confusion work in his favor. And that brings us to the most revealing part of all. The reason none of this seems to carry consequences. Trump's real political superpower isn't leadership, it's shamelessness.
One of Trump's political strengths, I guess you could call it, is that he's absolutely shameless. And people who have no shame aren't going to resign or go down easy when these kind of things are revealed. And
this is why nothing sticks. Trump doesn't apologize. He doesn't correct the record. He doesn't clean house. He just waits. He waits for the news cycle to move on. He waits for outrage to fade. He waits for people to get tired. And that shamelessness, that refusal to ever admit wrongdoing, is how corruption survives. Anyone else would resign. Anyone else would be investigated into oblivion. But Trump has normalized the idea that if you never acknowledge the scandal, you never have to answer for it. And that's the danger. Because this isn't just about Trump. It's about the system that keeps protecting powerful people while survivors fight for scraps of justice. They're counting on you to scroll. They're counting on you to forget. They're counting on exhaustion. Don't give it to them.